Ghost of Tsushima was arguably one of the best games Sony ever made for the PS4. The game had everything: a beautiful open world, stunning graphics, and a perfect mix of action and emotion. It set a high standard for the sequel. And speaking of Ghost of Tsushima 2, I have some amazing news for you today. The sequel is coming sooner than we thought. And also, I have an absolutely amazing story prediction in the end that you won't want to miss.
Wow!
So, stay with me till the end. Let's get started. Sony hasn't officially announced Ghost of Tsushima 2 yet, but there's a lot of evidence that it's in development, and almost finished too. Sucker Punch has been hiring new staff, and insiders have been leaking information and suggesting that the sequel is ready to be released. Even though Sony is keeping quiet, it looks like they have something awesome in store for us. Next, I am going to talk about the biggest problem faced by Ghost of Tsushima 2. So the biggest potential challenge for Ghost of Tsushima 2 is the possible competition with Grand Theft Auto 6, which is planned for 2025. GTA 6 is it's like the most anticipated game of the decade. So there's no way Sony is going to release Ghost of Tsushima 2 during the release time of GTA 6. Personally speaking, I think Ghost of Tsushima 2 will be released in late 2024, as it will create a chance for the game to shine before GTA 6 takes over. But there's also another possibility, that is, Sony is waiting for the release date of GTA 6 to adjust the release date of Ghost of Tsushima. That explains why we may not be getting any info about the game, even though the leakers are saying it is ready. Finally, here's the part you've been waiting for. My exclusive story prediction for Ghost of Tsushima 2. I've been doing some research, looking for clues, and I've come up with two possible theories. Both theories are set in the second Mongol invasion of Japan, that is, around the 1280s. My first theory is that Jin will become a mentor or maybe a father, and we could see a relationship like what we saw between Kratos and Atreus from the God of War series. Everything's going kind of fine, but then the second Mongol invasion starts, and the story continues. Now, my second theory, which has slightly more chance to be true, is that, spoiler alert, after Jin refuses to kill his uncle, he becomes a Ronin. And while the shogunate of Japan is against him, sending men to bring the ghost down, Lord Shimura switches sides, joins Jin again, but then gets himself killed during the second invasion, which will ultimately cause Jin to seek revenge by driving away the Mongols for the second time. But this time, he also has the shogunate as the enemy, and thus the story continues. Oh wait, I remembered something. If you haven't watched this video, you are missing out on so much, so go watch it. Peace.